Right, welcome back. Let's take a look at those trending topics now. And here's the first one, Senzo Meyiwa. And, we're back to it. The court case into the murder of the former Bafana and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa. And it's been stop-start. You know, one just wishes that we could get to a point where it's all systems go without all of these interruptions.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, a very dramatic trial, it really is. So, you know, whether or not, we saw the proceedings being postponed after that dramatic arrest of advocate Malisela Tefo. So, that was the legal representative, as you know, for the four accused. And, yeah, we're going to see what happens. So that all begins today in the High Court in Pretoria. So that's something to certainly keep our attention on today. So let's see, as you say, SK, no stop and start, and let's hope that that's the way it is today. All right, next one is Nhlanhla, and this, of course, again, Nhlanhla Lux, Operation Dudula, always sort of a talking point, and that's one of the trending topics here. I'm not sure why specifically he is trending today, so it is something. I know there's an article which has gotten a lot of people talking. Born into affluence and an unabashed lover of luxury living, Nhlanhla Lux, the face of the notorious Operation Dudula movement, has uncommonly deep ties with his community. That's an article from Times Live, and there's a lot of comments on that one. The title called Nhlanhla Lux, Redefining the Gucci Revolution.
Yeah, it's an interesting piece that was penned by Figile Moya, that I think that's who penned it there.
Yes, it is.
And it speaks to who Nhlanhla Lux is. It speaks to, his ties to Soweto, because, over time, so many articles and so many tweets and other social media posts have come out about Nhlanhla Lux to discredit him. But basically, in this article, just taking another look at this person who is Nhlanhla Lux. And also, I thought it interesting how Lux himself says that he frankly doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care to read about whatever is said, because that's the thing these days with social media. It's very hard to actually track the truth, because people will say all sorts of things without a shred of evidence, and social media can just run with that. So that's where we're at. So basically, that article about him, obviously well read, well circulated.
Yeah, indeed, and well commented on. So throwing him up onto the trends lists. So that's the one. The next, Messina. Oh, well, this one is the one we're running in the news. Zwandile Messina, re-elected as ANC Ekurhuleni regional chairperson in what is said to actually be a preliminary outcome at the end of the day. So because the results will remain preliminary until 19 quarantine votes are counted or set aside when their status is resolved by the ANC Dispute Resolution Committee. So yeah, that's the news that's come out. So Zwandile Messina is, of course, as we sang, Ekurhuleni regional chairperson, and this is now the third time. Is that correct?
Yes, it's his third term. And he doesn't seem to be too perturbed about those 19 quarantine votes. But, sometimes you just wonder, whether you should go ahead and make the announcement, or should you resolve the issue about the quarantine votes first. But, of course, it's done. This is where it's at. This is a preliminary outcome, we are told, but I don't know exactly how that's supposed to play out.
How does that work?
But Zwandile Messina, preliminary outcome, he has been re-elected.
Yeah, doesn't look like a preliminary celebration, that it isn't, but I'm sure that's the result and it will stand. All right, next up, Nadal. What a sporting weekend. You're a sports fan. This was a weekend for you, whether you were watching football, whether you're watching tennis, winner or loser, whatever it may be. We're not commenting on that match, but we're talking about Nadal.
Nadal was at the match.
Yes, I was about to say, who actually was at the match?
Yes.
Did you see him there sitting in all his glory, watching this beautiful football?
No, he's a huge Madrid fan.
Ah, man, amazing. Anyway, so he had a tough match yesterday and he got through, and him and Novak Djokovic are going to do the things.
Yeah, but I think, yes, Nadal ultimately pulling through there, but Felix Auger-Aliassime was fantastic. I watched that young man And
Amazing.
I was watching more for him than for Nadal because somehow I expected Nadal to get through, but I didn't expect Auger Aliassime to play as well as he did. And just the boy's got game, his serve is on, he moves fantastically, and the one thing that most impressed me about him is his temperament.
Yes.
Like I was just so astonished by the young man, 21 years old. So I think I found
That's the guy to watch.
I was going with the guy who's now disappeared.
Which
I'm
one's
going
that?
to follow Dominic Thiem. I don't know where Dominic Thiem has just disappeared. So now I'm going with Auger Aliassime.
I think
that's my guy.
I quite like this guy. And I mean, I tell you, you talk about that match temperament, because even to the final last point of the match, I mean, that point, because Nadal gave it to him. I mean, he made him run all over the place, and he returned and he returned. This is the last point of the match. Boom. I mean, Nadal got that, but that was to that last second. He was fantastic. He really, really is something spectacular to watch. So, good one.
Really well.
Good one on that. Then Somizi. I mean, I know it's Monday, and I know Somizi trends every single Monday morning.
No, but Somizi now apparently had some of his properties attached, and he owes the taxman 3.5 million rand. And people talking about how Mohale actually owes half of that, and Mohale is going to get nothing. Somizi has now, his daughter has now changed her name to his, and therefore,
drama.
Lots
of drama. So it's the SARS auction that we can also look at. So SARS auctioned Somizi's furniture after they discovered he owes 3 million in debt. Some of the auctioned items include washing machines, sculptures, Le Creuset bowls, red human statues.
Do we
high
care?
sensitivity? Not really, I don't, but I mean, I think people do.
Okay.
You know what, a Smeg dishwasher was also auction. But anyway, this is the problem. This is what's going on. So, anyway. So, Somizi trending. And that wraps up our trending topics for this morning. Yeah. But coming up is